Hi y'all, it's Pam at Pink Dragonfly Wingz, and not the last video but the time before that we made this little book, and I hope you'll remember us making this little book. Now I did go ahead, I told y'all that I was going to go ahead and put a cover on it, so I did go ahead and do a cover because putting the cover on was just like putting these pages in. And after 10 of them, I kind of figured y'all got it. So I didn't feel like you needed to sit and watch me do that. And I needed to let this spine dry. I have this really pretty little dancing lady here and decided that I would use her so on the front. So I did promise you that we'd come back and we'd decorate a couple of pages. So I will tell you honestly, I was just tired of dealing with pink. So I'm not going to do this one right now, and I'm not going to do the last one, the last set. Those are both pink. I need a break from pink for a little bit. I love pink. It's my favorite color, but I need a little bit of a break. So I thought we would work on this green and the teal and maybe the yellow if I have time and we aren't just, I wonder what that is. Oh, those are my little score marks I was looking for a while ago. There you go. Now that I don't need them, I find them. Okay. Anyway, I put some papers in there and thought, well, okay. So anyway, I pulled out all of my little decorative green papers and things, and these are a lot of my little papers that I use for journaling and picturing and all of that kind of stuff. So these are all in greens, but some of them have some teal on them as well that we can use on the teal pages. And I went ahead and pulled a couple of pictures, and I don't really know what I'm going to do actually, but I like these large, very large postage stamp type things. And then I also like these, but I need to make sure that I have some journaling space in here. I want some journaling space here, and both of these have that. We can put some, I could use this one, but to me it was just a little bit too light for that paper, and it was definitely too light for this paper. So I thought, well, I'll just use that for something else. So I kind of decided on maybe using this piece along with this piece on this side. And I think I like that. So that's what I think we're going to do. Yeah, that's what I think. Okay. Now I have all these little pieces of paper, all these little booklets with all kinds of different papers and stuff in them. I honestly don't know what I'm looking for, what I want to do. Some of these are a little darker than others, but oh, that one's even got some little lines on it. Okay. And so we could even put something like that. Okay, maybe we could put the bottom of it over here and put the top of this up here and do that, because this will be gone, so this can cover up right here. Except we might want to, we want those tails to those. Okay, let's just see how it works. Let's just see. All right, so I'm going to get my little scissors here. I'm going to take off my glasses, and I'm going to see how, okay, I think we will go right up here, and I'm just going to fussy cut this out. This little leaf right here. And we'll just cut this out. right on up here. And what do we need to do? The hum. I kind of like that little butterfly on there. So I think I'm going to leave him and put him on here as part of our picture. And then we'll come right over here and we will cut this off right here. Now, just kind of messed that up. That wasn't what I needed to cut off. I cut off my writing stuff. There you go. Okie dokie. So what we're going to do is we are going to come back over here and we're going to get, and we are going to cut just below that little butterfly line. I want his tail to stay with him. And so we'll put him over here. And we're going to put this kind of back together because it didn't need to be dissected. And maybe we can make it work. I think it will be okay. I think it will. I think it will. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some regular tape and kind of try to piece it back together. That's what I get for being quite anxious. And we'll see if we can just lay that down there so that that is going to cover pretty nicely. Pretty nicely. Okay. So then I wanted this to be on top here. So maybe this is what I had in mind. I'm pulling this up to this corner here and doing it like that. And I think that will work. I like that idea. I like that idea. Okay, so we are going to get some ink here. I do think we need a little bit of flowy. It's a little choppy, little square for me. So let's round these corners off a little bit. Let's see if we can do that one again. Okay, now if I put that right there, I need this one rounded off too. So I do. I don't think I need to worry about that one because it's already kind of rounded. All right, so we'll put this back up and hopefully no one will notice that our little paper has been, it's good enough. It's good enough for me. So I'm going to glue it down anyway. So probably would have been better if I'd have just glued it and not worried about putting tape on it. I don't know how the tape will hold up over time. Not sure. But I know for a moment that I'm going to put this right down in this corner. Just like that. So I think I may try to take this tape off. I don't know if I can get it off. And it is going to come off of that side. Let's see if I can get it off of this side without tearing the paper. This paper's pretty thin. Okay, I'm going to put you right there. Right there. And I'm going to take my glasses off so that I can get down here and see it up really close and nice. And I think I will put this piece down first. Come on, I just took the pen out. Surely it hasn't plugged up yet. Maybe I spoke too soon. Okay, let's try it one more time. And let's see how we go. There we go. But it's just not. I have worked with this dang thing all day and it has worked just fine. Then I wait and I get on camera and it doesn't want to do diddly squat. I am so mad at it. Okay, now we're going to try to put you right there so we can even you up. We're not going to put you down quite yet. Okay. And we are going to try to set you in here very perfectly and make sure everything is lined up. And there we go. Okay. Don't know whether it's straight or not, but the line has kind of disappeared. Voila! It's like magic. Okay, so then we're going to take this one and ink it up a little bit as well. It's kind of hard to ink these little edges, and it's really just for a little hint and to mainly knock back this. The edge of the paper is white, most paper, and that really bothers me when I put it down on my book. So there we go. Oh, I glued that down before I glued my paper on. Well, goodness gracious. Now what am I going to do? Now what am I going to do? I'm going to put you right there. Pull you down. And what am I going to do? I think that I am going to try to cut this just a little bit. And can cut it up just a little bit more. A little down like this. Because we want that little butterfly in there. We always need a butterfly. And we could actually cut just a tad more. It's better to not do too much at once. And cut little bitty pieces off at a time than to cut too much off and then you're kind of like stuck with it. So let's see. And there we go. That's it. I wanted you to come down right there and you will fit right there perfectly. I like you. All right, so we're going to put you, and we've got plenty of room up here. We're going to throw it around for a little while. Oh, I do need to kind of ink up this little corner a little bit so it matches everything else. And then we will come right back here. Come on. I know. I know. You're tired. You've been working all day. Now, we're going to come down here first because this is the intricate piece that we've got to get set. And we're going to set that down. Oh, got a little drop of glue on there. and get my bone folder here and touch that up. And I think that will work just fine. I think that will work just gloriously. Now then, let's go ahead and look at this other side over here and see what we needed to do here. And we're going to try to put you up here. And may have to put you over here and put you like that. And that might work. Although, let's put our glasses on, Pam, so we can see what we're doing. No, I can't have that go over that far. That is going to enter into my spine over here. So what we're going to do is just even this up a little bit, I think. And maybe cut this off. And put that. It's a whole lot better when you don't mess it up first. But that doesn't seem to work with me very well. So there we go. And if we do that, how would it be if we put you on top? Actually, that doesn't look bad. And put you like right there. And that actually doesn't look bad. But I'd have to cut this off a little bit on this side, but that's okay, because that's just decoration anyway. So let's give it a try here. And let's cut off a little bit here. And if we lay this down right here, we go ahead and round up our corner. Oh, almost did it on the big one. We don't want it the big one. We would like it to be round though. That would be nice. And we'll do this one. And we could go ahead and do this one. Well, good gracious. Sometimes I don't see to get this paper in here in this little corner. It makes a funky cut. Okay, so now then, if we put this like this, and we could do that, and just pull it down a little bit, and put a little butterfly right there, and then we wouldn't have to be worrying about it quite so much. Put you on here, and put a little butterfly on there. And I think that would work just fine too. Okay, so I think that's what we're gonna do. Now we got that one glued, didn't we? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna ink this up and put this around here. And I tell you know, the best laid plans. I think maybe, I don't know that matters. I actually think that looks pretty cool right there, and just put that little flower right there in that little nook. And I actually kind of like that. Okay, that's going to be fine. I have convinced myself that it is going to work. So there we go. We'll just ink around here a little bit, ink out that white. Get this one, and these are a little harder to ink. They really just kind of ink on the ends of these little petals, but that's okay. It gives me enough color. And then I've got to kind of, these are those little laser cut things. And I have to turn it around here on the back and make sure, where are they? They are. Make sure that all of these little flowers on here pop out. Otherwise, it covers up and kind of defeats the point of the decoration, the holes. So, and I don't know if they do these in so many bulks, and some of them have the holes gone and are cleared out, and some of them don't. See the difference? You can see this one has the holes punched, this one does not. So, you know, and it really doesn't matter one way or the other as long as they're all the same. But I don't like some of them being punched and some of them not. So we'll just take a couple of minutes here and punch these little holes out. And come on, you're hiding. I mean, they come out very easy. And then they're kind of like confetti. They're like glitter everywhere. But that's okay. I do kind of try to run the broom under my desk most nights when I finish, because it kind of looks like it's snowed little pieces of paper in here. So I try to sweep it up. Now, I didn't say that I emptied in the trash, but I sweep it into a little pile, and then I guess when my pile gets so big, I'll have to pick it up and put it in the trash. But that interferes with my crafting time, so don't bother me that much. Okay, I think I have them all punched. Nope, there's one trying to escape. And there's one hanging on by a thread. Okay, now let's get all of these little jobbies, and we'll just put them down here on the floor, and I'll grab them when I sweep tonight. So, all right, so we're going to put my glasses back on, and we're going to put you back down here. And this is the one we cut, wasn't it? And we're going to put you right there on that little flower. So that little flower is going to be in that little notch right there. Right there. So it kind of looks like it was supposed to be that way. Just like that. That's how we're going to glue it down. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Woohoo! We're going to glue it down. Yeah, right. Okay, so I'm going to leave you laying right there. I think that's pretty close to where you were. Well, there it was before I started messing with it. All right, so we're going to put you and put your glue, which isn't working again. And I have to take my glasses off to see the little hole. Okay, now let's see if we can get some glue out of here. Okay, so I'm getting hoarse. And we'll put some of this on here. I'm not going to try to put it on the laser part because I don't think I'll ever get it. All right, see, now I picked that up. Now there's a flower right there. And I think you fit the bill perfectly right there, except I don't think I got you on there straight at all. Come on, you're not glued down good yet. All right, I think you're straight-ish. And then you're going to fit right there on that little flower, and you're going to have a little room around you. You're going to be cool, and you'll be loved too. All right, so we're going to put you right like this. a little glue up there. And we'll put you right on that flower. And that fit perfectly. Perfectly. Now, we've got a little notch right here that I cut out when I cut this part out. So let's see if maybe we can find a pretty little green butterfly that maybe will fit on that. And I think that'll work. You know, this one's a little prettier, I think, and fits a little better, but I think it may be too big. I don't know. Okay, before we go any further though, I have a little box I've got these little things here, these little stickers, excuse me, and I want to put a little box here that could be like, goodness, I don't know what's happened, like a little text box right here that you could put the date in or something like that. So let's see. Don't really think I need a lined one, and I think the up and down ones are too long. So I think our best bet is going to be one of these, and all of this is so dark that I think I'm going to go with a light green one. We're going to put you right there. Okay, I got my thing stuck. Now we can kind of tell where our butterfly will go. I kind of like him, but maybe, that works just like that. Wonder if I have one even close, even kind of close to what that one looks like. Let's pull you over here. Oh yeah, let's dump out butterflies and see what we have, because that's kind of a common little butterfly. I don't know. Now you might look, oh, you look better than the other one does. Yeah, you do. Okay. I think you'll work just fine. So we're going to put you right over here. Clean up all of the butterflies that they thought for a minute, free, we're free. But you're not. I caught you. And we're going back in the little plastic bag. Put you right there. Oh, got a few more here that are still struggling. And put you back in there. And I think then if we put you on here, I think that will kind of cover up our little mistake there. And I think that looks nice. That looks nice. Okay, now then, we've got this little spot down here. And we could put another little box like this. I don't know if I don't know. Let's try it and see if it doesn't peel off. If it doesn't work, those are pretty good about fitting back on there. Oh yeah, that's going to fit just fine. So we're going to put you right there. And I'm not going to need to put you back in there. So, all right, why didn't we look for another butterfly while we were looking? That would have been way too easy. Now, this is my process. This is what I do, and I know there are probably a million people out there that do this so much better and faster and more efficient than me. But this is me, and this is the way that I do it. And okay, so maybe we could put a totally different one down here. But I don't know. I kind of like that. Wonder how you would be if you had something like that one. That one is totally different. But you put it on there, and it kind of begins to pick up some of these colors. So that just might work. So I think I'm going to go with it and put these back in here. I'm pretty easy to please too. You know, I have no idea what I'm doing when I start. I don't have a plan. I don't have anything figured out, and I just kind of go. And so I change my mind around a lot. And I'm going to put you right here. We may have to cut off just a little bit of that clear part, but that'll be okay. And there we go. And very, very small little bit of hangover right there. Just a tiny little bit. I think that the sander might actually do better than trying to cut it that close. Okay. So there we go. And we have our 2-page green spread done. Now we could put another little block here, but this is all journaling space, as is this down here. So what we may do is put a pretty ribbon or some flowers or something here, and then maybe another sticker here, but not a journaling spot. So there we go. There's that one, and that's how we did that one. We can come over here and work on this one a minute. And I had just laid some papers in here as I was going through that kind of had these colors, and thought, oh, okay, well, let's see how that'll work. So we have this really pretty little chandelier. And I'm not sure if I put that like that, that covers up the whole thing. Covers up the writing spot over here if I put it under. And it covers up the writing spot over here if I put it over. So I don't know about that. I don't know. Okay. But I like this butterfly. And I thought maybe we could just put him up here. Wonder how he would do if we put him in the center. I've not done that before. I wonder. Because all I'm going to do is the butterfly. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if I can fold these little feelers to where they're even with each other. I think that's pretty close. Okay. And then we would have to set you in there like that. But I think it might work. And we're not going to know until we try. So if I put that there, and I could put that under there, and then it's only going to knock off just a little bit. Okay, so let's try tearing him out. It's still going to fit half half and half, but we'll kind of roughly tear it out and get rid of some of this excess around here. If I can figure out where the butterfly is as opposed to the flower. And I think you are flower. And I think you are. And we'll just tear. Now, if you want these little white edges to show on your paper that you're tearing, you need to tear the paper toward you. If you don't want it to show and you want those edges to be more solid, then tear it back toward back way. And I'm going to cut those little flowers off. So, I don't know about you. Alright, and if we put you like that, that's going to cover up some. Oh, not much though. Not much at all. But, now I wonder how the butterfly does with the ceiling thing. What else do we have in here? We have, castle. Oh, now that might work better than this. This is, maybe I need to put it on this side so that if the butterfly connects, he's going to go right there. And that might work just fine. And then we could take this piece and put this piece down here. And that might work just fine. What do you think? I think so. So, is that going to work? I think that's going to work. All right, so these little pieces here go in our nubbin bucket. We don't throw them away. These little pieces, we'll throw these away. Let the nubbins that are big enough to be used for something go in the nubbin bucket. All right, so we're going to get our inker, and we're going to ink around just a little bit here. And I think that maybe we might ink this butterfly in teal rather than in brown, like we did the girl on the front. And I think that might work and kind of offset her just a little bit. Oh, I got my ribbon caught in there. Well, I might as well go ahead and do this little jobby while I'm here. And like I said, these are kind of hard to do just because they're so fragile. You don't want to tear them, but you want them inked. So you kind of have to settle for decide what you're willing to settle for and stick with that. And it works. It works. I just want enough to say, oh, there's something laying there. Okay, so we're going to put you right there. We're going to put you up here. And we're going to get you with this aqua color and ink you up around here. And I think that this will make it enough different that it will pick up some of the aqua in the pages. But we can't have that straight edge no matter how little bitty we have to tear it off. We have to tear off that edge. because everything else is, well, didn't tear you off either, so at least y'all matched. Okay. There we go. I'm not real good at using color on my edges just because I've gotten so used to using either brown or black. Now sometimes I use, most of the time I use Vintage Photo, but sometimes I use walnut stain. Sometimes I use Gathered Twigs or the Espresso or, whatever. So we're going to make sure you fit right in there. But I need to put you down first so that you will go on top of that. And I need to put you down first so you can go on top of that as well. So, all right, here we go again, messing with the glue that once again I did not put the pin in. So we'll give it a whirl and see how it works. Alrighty. And we're going to just put this right up here, kind of in this corner, so we have a little bit of a border all the way around. Make it look pretty. Then we'll do the same. Now on this, I don't try to put glue on the lasered part, just because it's just too messy in my opinion, and it doesn't matter that much. So I'm going to put you right down here in the corner, and if I can find, there it is, my board, anything that I'm going to write on, I try to make sure I smooth out the glue, because you saw me making little circles, but if you run this over it, it smooths that glue out a little bit and doesn't give you a bump back there for when you trying to get ready to start writing. So there we go. All right, so now comes the big day, and we're going to put you right like that. And you're going to go right there. Is that going to be? That is going to be the middle. So you're going to fit a little further away, but that's quite okay. So we're going to glue half of it. Not going to worry about the lines on this quite as much because we're not going to be writing on the butterfly. But I am going to lay him down as close to this spine edge as I can get it. And then I will put glue on the other side. And fold this so that it's in the center. Do you need to smooth it down a little bit though? Just to make sure, not for writing purposes, but yes, for journaling. Okay, now we've got these little cards, and I thought maybe we could put these little cards down here for some writing because I wanted it to be a little different. Excuse me. So let's get this little thing here and ink this up in the teal as well and see how it does. Now we're not going to have to worry about the back, and see, I really think that's going to look nice. That's going to look really pretty. Okay, so since this is a little thicker, I think I'll use the Fabri-Tac. Just because this is more of a cardstock like, and kind of smooth that out a little bit. And we'll put you right down here. Okay. Okay. And then we could get another one, or we could get one of these large boxes like this and put it in here. I like the darker one. I think that that would work. And have this right there. Okay. Yeah. Get ink on it already, Pamela. Okay, make sure our edges are down. Now these come up pretty good until you stick them down, and then when you stick them down, they're pretty much down. And let's get a lighter one and put over here at the side, kind of as a title maybe, or a date, or something like that. Okay, there we go. Now we've got this big beautiful butterfly here. We could put another little butterfly down here. We have these little stickers. I liked this little sticker here. We could put that down there, and I kind of like that. I like that. So, and these are just little, I think they're stickers. Oh, Lordy. They're those ones that are so hard to get off. You have to hold your left pinky finger on your right ear and hop on your left foot to get it to work. And I know that these came up when I used them the other day. Okay, I don't know if it may be just vellum. I wonder if it says on here that they are adhesive. If it is, it's written in Chinese, and I don't know. I don't know. It does not say. But the others the other day were actually stickers. But I'm not 100% sure that this one is. So I'm going to pretend that it is not. And I'm just going to glue it down. And there we go. We're going to put it right here as just a little decor. And there we go. Now we could look for a little fern or a flower. I don't know that there are any. Let's see if we have any cool greenery. There's one that's kind of a funky color. I wonder what that is. I don't know, but it kind of looks cool right there. I wonder if there's another one in there. There's another funky something. I don't have a clue what that is. I guess it's a little flower of some kind. Alright, well, I don't see another one in there of those. That's a pretty leaf. It's not the same color, but it is pretty, and I like that. I like that better than I do that. Okay, what about something like that? That's kind of pretty too. I like that one actually. Okay, that's the one we're going to use. And if I can get this one. Oh yeah, it came off real easy. And you can see now why I don't just decorate pages very often. I'm very slow, and I try lots of things, and till I get it like I want it. All right, there we go. So now we have our teal page done and we have our green page done. And I will go ahead and finish this. We've got two pages of pink to do. One more of a lighter color. This one's more of a darker, brighter pink, I guess. And then we've got the yellow in the middle. And I've got some little pieces that I cut out, but I haven't really decided what I want to do in here. So we'll hold off on the yellow. But I think we made a pretty good dent in green and teal. So there we go. And we'll have our little book finished pretty soon, and hopefully it'll be okay. All right. All right, so if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. I would love to have you join us. Also, spread it, send it to your friends and share it with everybody. Lots of people may be retiring and looking for a new hobby, and journaling is awesome and so much fun. So check it out and see what you think, and then come subscribe. We need you. Also, if you have a few minutes, check out my online store. It's at the https://www.mypinkdragonflywingz.com. That linkable address will be down in the description box, so you can click on that and it'll take you right there. So if you have my old address that did not have the word "my" on it, that one no longer works. I piddled around and forgot to renew my domain name, and somebody bought it up, and so when I got ready to renew it, it was gone. So I had to do something to change it, and so I put "my," and I thought, well, I like that a little better anyway. So mypinkdragonflywingz.com is what we have. So anyway, I think everything is good. We're done. Until next time, you be creative too, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, I decided to go ahead and finish up the pinks and the yellow and get this little book done, and I wanted to show you what I did. I'm not going to make you sit and watch me struggle through that again, but I did want to show you. You've seen the front, and we put the pretty little blingy on there, and there we go, and our little dancing lady. All right, here's our pink, and we've got some just pictures, some journaling space, lots of journaling space, little journaling space card down here, mainly butterflies, flowers, that kind of thing. And then you saw me do this one, but I did go in and add some butterflies and some little leaves in some of the places, just to kind of make it look a little more frilly and filled in. All right, then we did the yellow. I had to get my dragonfly in there. We've got a little journaling spot down here and here, here, and here. And then this one's done kind of in yellows and oranges and that kind of color. So, butterfly heaven. You saw me do this one again. I went in and put a few little leaves and things around just to show that, fill up some of those little spaces so they don't look so bare. And then we did this last little pink one here, and I put a little dolly and some little journaling spots and stuff on there. Put a couple of little stamps just to take up that spot. Butterflies again, flowers again, and there we go. So that's our little journal, and it is now finished. Not sure what I'm going to do with it now, but at least it's finished. And so we'll be able to progress forward into some other kind of activity. So I did want to show y'all that, though, so I didn't want to just leave you hanging and you think, oh man, she never even finished that. But I just hated for y'all to have to sit and watch me struggle. I am so slow. And so I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed seeing the little journal. And I'll see you next time. Until then, you be creative too. Bye-bye.